Good morning. Apologies, I'm a few minutes late. It's chaos as it always is. This morning specifically, I needed to find my charger. Was my internet a bit rubbish? Sorry if it is. I needed to find my laptop charger, and I had to move. There's a big panel like here. I'm touching it. Just had to move it so that your backdrop wasn't a load of cardboard around a massive panel. Um, Things are manic. I mean, when are they not? Um, like every week, I'm like, I'm so tired. Um, so it was a busy weekend. I took part in a karate competition, which was really fun with my daughter. So it was in Reading. We drove there Friday night. So Friday was quite a busy work day. At the moment, it just generally is very busy. I'm kind of on top of things ish. Um, and yeah, so as soon as all the kids were in, we'd had dinner, me and my daughter dashed off to Reading, which is like, for anyone who's not in the UK or doesn't know what part of the country I live in, it's about 2.5 hour drive if you're lucky, and we were lucky, so that's good. It was nice actually. We stayed in a travel lodge, which is like a budget hotel, and kind of like a motel, really. And we stayed over the night before. And there was something quite nice about just kind of getting there quite late with my daughter, sticking the telly on. She made us a hot drink, and just chilling, because actually, I don't know that she and I have ever gone away on our own. So that was quite fun. And then we had the competition all day Saturday. We won a medal, which was lovely. We came fourth in parent and child paired kata. My glasses are filthy. So that was so lovely. Yeah, I mean, it was to share a medal with her was like the best possible outcome. In all the other things that she and I entered, we were both, well, actually, she did quite well in kata, but she made a mistake, which cost her. I don't know if she'd have been a finalist, but I don't think she was far off. I was nowhere near on anything I did. But I think, well, she really enjoyed it and is talking about next year. So that's good. We both got beaten up in fighting. I don't think that the bruise I can feel on my cheek has come out. Doesn't look like it. I got kicked in the face here. I mean, I got punched in the face as well, but it was the kick that hurt. It got me right in the cheekbone. But it's not actually bruised, it's just tender. Anyway, so that was fun. But the competition finished at about 5. There was a McDonald's basically next door. So we got some food and then drove home. So I think we got home about 8:30. And that was just so intense. And then I thought it would be a good idea. I mean, it was a good idea in terms of getting stuff done, but not in terms of my well-being. I decided to paint our ensuite yesterday because I've talked about a builder being here. That's the work we've been having done. So I was like, let's get it painted and then we can carry on from there. And I thought it would be a quick job, and it was actually a total pain. So that took me most of the day. And then last night I was reading to my daughter, my youngest. My husband came in and was like, "Oh, are you really tired? Do you want me to take over?" And I was like, "Yes, please." So he took over. I went upstairs to charge up my phone and I closed my eyes. And that was that. I've got WhatsApps from him going, "You coming down?" And then, yeah, he said he came up and I was asleep. So, yeah, that was a thing. So I do now feel well rested in terms of like I've had enough sleep. My brain feels okay. Physically, I'm sort of stiff and tired. But this morning I had a load of stuff to just sort out. So that adds to like me being a couple of minutes late because I'm just getting things done. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. Sorry for the long ramble. Let me know how your weekend was, what things you've been doing. This morning I am going to continue on writing my karate story. I'm thinking, sorry, this is going to be a long introduction. I normally only do 5 minutes, but here we are. I'm thinking of doing a vlog once term starts again, I think, of setting myself like a writing challenge, because I tend to only write for an hour, and I wondered if I set myself something like write 5,000 words and see if I can do it, because I'm not a big like write lots person. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see that. I'm going to carry on with that this morning. That was what I was doing last week. I did a couple of sessions actually. So I did it on the live stream, and I also later in the week did. I'm really keen at the moment into getting the stories I have written done, and I am hoping for a bit more writing time is coming up, and for me to be able to do some projects outside of the really lovely sponsored projects that I have. But that requires time, and I am always time poor. But things are looking a little bit better, I think, coming up. So there we are. That's my long chat. I'm going to get on with it. Let me know in the comments what you're writing on, whether if you're live with me now, let me know what you're doing. Equally, if you're watching this back, I know some people do, let me know what you are writing. It's always nice to know. Right, I am going to pop the banner up. There we are. Let's do our 15 minutes. I'll set myself a timer, and we'll meet back here in 15 minutes. Right, let's go. Okay, guys, that was 15 minutes. How did you get on? I've written a couple of paragraphs, what, one, two, three paragraphs. I'm very much in the first draft energy and I'm resisting the urge to go back and correct things. So I'm sort of tapping stuff out and going, this is not my best work. But I know that when I go through and edit, it will be fine. I find sometimes as well, my streams of thought are going in multiple directions and I'm having to just follow one alleyway and make notes on the others. But, you know, that's one of the joys of writing. I'm having fun with it though. I think it will be good. I do need to try and obtain some more books, I think, to do some research on this topic. There's loads online, loads of information online, but I've read probably 3 or 4 books and maybe more, but I would like to read more. There's not a lot on the particular topic. What is on this chair that I'm writing about? It's just a mark in the wood. Weird. So yeah, that's what I am up to right now. And drinking a coffee, a very large coffee. It's like half the size of my head. Mm. Um, but yeah, it just feels really nice to be creating, and I think that it's difficult to find the time, and it's difficult, you know, in the couple of days a week that I spend writing to actually fit everything in. And you might think, well, what is there to do? But I have always got an ongoing battle with Amazon going on. I've just finished one and started another. You know, like books to send out, opportunities to sort of create, things to follow up on. Um, and then silly things like I need to update the covers for self publishing because I'm changing the price because on the hardback in particular, my royalty is not high enough because the prices at Ingram Spark have changed. And also, I feel I should probably have set it a little higher anyway. I know why I made the choices not to, but I'm going to put my prices up a little bit. And so I need to change the covers. I have actually changed the covers, but I need to upload them and go through that whole process and order some copies so that I can see them and just double check that with the changes it all looks okay. So like, there's a whole process. So it's things like that that just take my time, which means that actual writing, you know, I don't get to spend very much time doing it, and that is something I would like to change. So anyway, we'll get back into it. Um, I like writing nonfiction. I really do, however, want to finish the novel that I've written. Um, I need to do another like really good pass at editing it. I've done one whole one last year, and then this is like my second proper go through because the first edit that I did, there was a whole load of stuff to tidy up, and then this second one I want to like make it good, and then I think I want to work with a developmental editor before I go any further because there's stuff in that book that just doesn't feel very good. Um, so I'd like to work with somebody on that before I then sort of go through further rounds of editing and stuff. I think that's what I want to do, but I can't edit on these writing streams because I just like to be able to say stuff out loud sometimes, and that would be weird. So I find it helpful to just kind of speak a sentence to see how it feels, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does, since you're my people. Right, let's do another 15 minutes. Um, and I hope that you get lots of stuff done. Let me know what you're working on, as always. And again, we'll meet back here for another little chat in 15 minutes. Right, here we go. Okay, guys, that's us. Another 15 minutes done. How are you? How's it going? I am being remarkably productive. I think I've written about 1,000 words. It helps that the bit I'm writing is something that I know about and don't really need to massively research unless I'm looking for references, I guess. Um, I'm enjoying this book. I think it's going to be good. And that's a nice way to feel when you're writing something. This coffee is cold now. Sometimes you write something and it's like, oh, this sucks. But I feel like this is good. It doesn't exist. People are going to find it helpful. As always, in any book that I write, it's a bit of a niche topic, but I don't care about that. It's still a topic that I think deserves a book and that I think people will find helpful. I would have found it helpful and I would have read it. Um, so I'm enjoying writing it. I'm excited for the potential for this book. And I'm hoping that over the next, months that I can keep on just chipping away at it. Get it finished. Do you know, it's funny. For me, it has a similar vibe to my self-publishing book in that I kind of know how it's going to be built and I'm just putting the bricks in, if that makes sense. And self-publishing, I wrote very quickly. I think it was over the course of about a month, and I then, the editing process was slower. But I wrote every day. I just threw it all together. Was just like, there we go. I knew what needed to go in there. I did all the research. I put it all together. And this feels very similar. I know what it is that I'm trying to build. So in that respect, it's I should be able, once I'm on a roll, to put it together, and then once it exists, then that kind of editing process is easier. As I said, at the same time, I want to work on my novel and make that good, but that feels like where this feels like a house I know how to build. That that book, the novel, feels like a slightly shonky shed that I put together. And I'm sort of looking at it in the back garden going, that's going to fall down. That's how it feels. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. Good morning to Angel Faye. How you doing? What you working on? How's your day going? Thank you for joining me. Um, yeah, it's nice to feel positive about something that I'm writing, something that I'm working on, and to be excited for the future potential. Because the soil book, I'm in the process of waiting for the illustration, so I don't really need to do anything at the moment. And so it's nice to have something else I'm working on that could be the next project. I like to kind of know how my time is going to go, that like once that thing is over, then it's the next thing, and you know so on. So yeah, it is noon for Angel Faye. Yeah, what is it now for me? Near like 20 past 10. So yeah, it's nice to have people from around the world joining. I have to try and remember when I'm talking about things, like earlier when I was talking about hotels and towns and stuff, that not everybody lives here, not everybody like knows me and knows what I'm talking about, and I have a tendency to just talk without thinking about the person that's listening. I don't know. I'm sure other people do that. So yeah, I have to remember that not everybody is UK based. In the UK at the moment, it's raining. I'm going on holiday soon, and I've seen in the forecast that it's raining there as well when I'm there. So that's nice. Let's go from one raining country to another. It's still relatively warm here though, so I don't not quite into autumn for me. Like the cold hasn't started, but we're what 21st of October, so it's not quite reached that. I think it's like late October it starts to get cold. It has been unusually warm this year though, which always makes me just feel a bit worried about global warming and such like. Um, nice. Well, let's get into some more writing. Last 15 minutes, last sprint. I am on a roll, so I'm going to get back into it. I hope you will enjoy what you're carrying on with. Um, so 15 minutes, and I'll see you back here for a last little chat. Here we go. All right, that's it. That's the end of our writing. How did you get on? Did you write lots of things? I think I've written about 1,500 words, so that's really good. I definitely think I'd like to make a video where I try to write, I don't know, 10,000 words. Would that be crazy? 5,000 feels like I could do it across a day. Maybe I should do 5,000, and then if that's achievable, do 10,000, because 10,000 words, like, if it takes me an hour to do 1,500, yeah, like, I'm not gonna write 10,000. I think that's obvious. I think, yeah, maybe I'll do a, like, write 5,000 words with me vlog. I think that could be really fun. Um, but yeah, I'm glad I've made some more headway. That's really cool. Nice to be joined by somebody new today. Angel Faye is in Israel. That is so cool. Um, yeah, so today I am going to be working on well, I mean, basically just admin. That's usually what I do after these sprints. Then I'm volunteering later today. Need to start preparing for us going away. Just sort of getting myself organized, really. I need to hoover. I tried to hoover this morning and the battery was dead. So that's a job I need to do as well. Angel Faye says, not writing due to pregnancy. Or 6 weeks from your due date. Wow. I mean, that is a crazy time. I remember it well. Yeah, so a busy day today. I'm not teaching this week. In fact, also I should say, it's just occurred to me, I won't be here next week, next Monday. Will I be here Tuesday? Do you know what? I'm not going to schedule it because I think it's unlikely. If on Tuesday I'm able to do a live stream, then I will. But I think it's highly unlikely. So because of half term, because of us being away and so on, I think, yeah, I don't think next week is going to work. I will be here the week after for the usual writing sprints. But yeah, it's just it's really difficult with half term, and I'm always a bit sporadic in the holidays, but once term starts again, that should all be okay. But yeah, this week I'm not teaching. Obviously next week is half term, so I'm not teaching. This week basically there's just too much going on, so that does mean that I know every day what's going on in my life, which is not always something I know. And this might sound silly, but it means that I know what clothes I'm putting on every day, because sometimes I get dressed for a day at home and then I find out I'm going in to teach somewhere. So it's nice to not have to get changed, to be able to get up and just go, this is the clothing I need for today. So weirdly, I will be looking forward to that. Right, I'm going to go and get on. I hope you all have a lovely day. As I say, I won't be here next week, but I will be here, I believe, the week after that. But I will schedule when I'm going to be here, so you should be able to see upcoming writing sprints that are scheduled. You see the words are not coming so well now. Right, I'm going to go off and do some things. Have a good day. I'll see you all soon for another video. There'll be the usual upload on Saturday, so look out for that. I'll see you all soon. Take care.